Okay, we in Isaiah 47 and 6. It's talking to the so-called white man. Edomites, virgin daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great and so forth. It says, I was wroth with my people. Isaiah 47 and 6. I have polluted mine inheritance. That's why I say you can't be saying brainwash. I'm saying your brain is polluted. Most I say, I polluted mine inheritance, which are the children of Israel, and given them into thine hand. You told them to get into darkness. So once they went into darkness, they put the people in gross darkness, gross ignorance, not knowing. That's why he called us sodist children. Stupid and silly children. He said, I polluted mine inheritance. He said, he polluted the children of Israel, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient. Thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. That's what the Lamb was saying. He gave us to a shameless nation, and they didn't have no regards to the elderly or the child. So it says, from the ancient, that's the elderly, hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. They made the elderly work until their bones came out of their socket. They was elbow bones out. They worked so hard that the bones just came out of their skin till they died. And thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, thy mind, neither didst thou remember that latter end of it. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given the pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am. I showed you the picture. I am, and none else beside me. They saying that's who they are, and nobody else beside them. I shall not sit a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Just what they think. See, I love the Bible because he gives you the mindset of those that you don't even be around. You don't know nothing about. That they think this way. But the Most High tell you the way they think. I'll tell you what they're going to say when salvation is coming to us, the children of Israel. Most High willing, we part of it. He said, these two things shall come on thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children. We lost our children. And widowhood. Killed all the men. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. See? But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. And see, here we are. We have no room to brag because we taught the wicked ones our ways. They say our wickedness compares the ways of the wicked. We put flavor in wickedness. But he said to them, the wicked, and we know Job 9:24 says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. I just showed you in the Bible. He covered the face of the judges thereof. Most High, the ultimate judge. If not, where and who is he? Mashiach Shai, so-called white man. The Most High, so-called white man. The 12 tribes of Israel, so-called white man. The Jews, so-called white people. Everybody's white, so-called white people. You can't prove it in the Bible. But people believe this. They believe that they're going to come from heaven and save them. Our people believe this. That's why Moses say he polluted his inheritance, the children of Israel. Your mind, your brains are polluted. You say you're going to do this to them. They're going to have loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Just like the musicians of the Egyptian were bringing forth the enchantments. They got enchantments now that they're doing. Mind control that they're trying to do. They're trying to get everybody to be under their jurisdiction, including the way you think. So you eliminate the Most High. That's their objective. Why they take him out of schools. If you take the Most High and the Mashiach out of schools, who you lead there? The devil. And wickedness and evil. You can't pray. You can't read the Bible in school. Come on now. That's why I say. But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Come on. Come on. Picture worth 1,000 words, right? Bam. Right? Okay. Let's see. Let's go to, that's a so-called white man saying that he's a Mashiach Yahushai. But they asked him a question. Let's go to the book of St. John, 8th chapter. St. John, the 8th chapter. And let's see. If, is that what I want? No. Yeah. Let's go to St. John, the 8th chapter, and verse 53. Okay? Because remember the so-called white man said, I am. I showed you in the Bible, and I just showed you a picture, that Last Supper picture that represents them, right? So, in St. John 8:53, they asked him a question. He said, art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? So asking him, you greater than Abraham, which is dead? And the prophets are dead, whom maketh thou thyself? So they ask, who you think you are, right? So verse 58, he answered them. Mashiach said unto them, verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. So now, you gonna tell me that what I just broke down to you ain't real? He said, I am. And when you read Revelations, the first, a description of a Mashiach, he ain't look like Caesar Borgia. That man named Caesar Borgia. Second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome, Rodrigo Borgia. But he gives a description of himself in Revelations, the first chapter, Revelation 1 and 1. Let's see if he looks like him. The revelation, the revealing of a Mashiach Yahushai, right? Which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. The servants are the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent and signified by his angel unto his servant John, right? So let's jump right to the point. Jump down to verse 14. It says, his head and his hairs, revelation of the revealing of a Mashiach Yahushai, were white like wool. So he had nappy hair. So if his hair is woolly, it says, and this man's hair is stringy. Come on now. He ain't got no woolly hair. There's no woolly hair in this picture with these people. Come on now. His hairs were white like wool, fully white, fully gray like my beard, but like wool, nappy hair, as white as snow, you see? And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet, now your feet is the same color as your whole body, like unto fine brass as if they burn in a furnace. Fine brass if it burn in a furnace. Brass is driven over brown. You burn it, it's going to turn black. Blue-black. Very dark-skinned man. And his voice as the sound of many waters. So this is a lie right here. This is a lie. Straight up. So that's why he said he going to get them, because they done got the whole world. They done put their pictures in the Bible and everything. And our people stand for it. They got it up all up in the houses. I seen an episode on Good Times where they was reading to the mama saying, hey, that's the roll. Look, Jesus is black. Read it in the Bible, what I just read. She said, no, Jesus is white. He's been here all this time. And put him back up there. Put that white image back up there. That's our people. Perfect example, man, of us. How we are off. And love to have it so. Who really want to come back to this? Who really want to be saved? Really saved from our enemies in the hand of all that hate us. Look. Go to Jeremiah 8 and 3. Jeremiah 8 and 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life. You notice I said where that choice to choose life or death. It says, and death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family. That's why you know evil. It don't make no difference if they're a family member or not. If they fit in this category, they're an evil family member. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the most high power of hosts, power of armies. So when you understand this, then it helps you not to feel so hurt behind having this evil family or being a part of this evil family that's remaining these last days that will not come back to this truth. Look at Jeremiah 7:23. But this thing commanded I them, talking to us, the children of Israel, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. That's what we read, Deuteronomy 28:1-2. So he's going to set us above all nations, we keep his commandments. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward. See that? We went backward and not forward. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, all 12 tribes was in the Egyptian captivity. Say, from the day that we came forth out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Like you hearing this word now. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. They did worse than their fathers to this day. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. See, we're hard-hearted people that don't want to listen. You say, speak all these words to our people, but they don't want to listen. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. How many years you going to call? And you steadfast in this, and you look for people to really say, well, it's got to be something. It's got to be something. Let me see what it is. Nope. Verse 28. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. You try and correct somebody, you always got to point the finger, try and find something wrong with you. When they don't, you have the Bible say, okay, well, show me what I'm talking about in the Bible. They can't do it, but yet still they want to point the finger at you. You trying to help them to reach salvation. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished. The laws of the Most High is perished. It is cut off from their mouth. This is so real, y'all. It's really real. It's really, really real. When you look at all the things that are written of the judgment to come, it's very hurtful. I mean, it's very, very hurtful to know, you know, those that you love and you cherish, family members and associates and friends and so forth, that really not taking it serious, gonna perish, y'all. He said, cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high places. For the Most High have rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, said the Most High. They have set their abomination in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. You know? You think about all them idols and the different things. Like I show you, they got the Last Supper picture up in them churches, man. I mean, it's amazing that all these years, nobody even noticed that there's only 5 people in that picture. The Borgia family. Why is that? Most High said it. They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. You can go up there and say, the Most High is in here. I mean, you always say God, but I'm going to say the Most High is in here. And they got Caesar Borgia. They got a big old picture of Caesar Borgia on the so-called white man on the wall. Go home and there he is, there, the picture of the Last Supper on the wall and stuff. But understand, Most High said in verse 34, then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth. Ain't gonna be no partying and having a good time, no joy. And the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, nobody getting married. For the land shall be desolate. And that's what the land lets you know. The land shall be desolate. Most High kicked the righteous and the wicked out of the land because of our wickedness. And what saith thou? You gonna come back to the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, or you gonna be cast into the lake of fire? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. 12 and 12. 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. We got a choice to choose life. I'm not even saying you got a choice to choose death, because we already did that. I can say we got a choice to choose life. He just said we chose death, so we got a choice to choose life now in these last days. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Don't listen to nobody tell you you ain't under his law. Fear the Most High. We done heard the wrath for the Most High. That's just a little bit. Remember, it's 70,000 and 50,000 and 70. But he can't touch you, huh? That's why I say fear the Most High. Be afraid, be scared of the Most High. Respect him to the utmost and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. Everything we've done in these mortal bodies is going to come to judgment with every secret thing. Those things are all you do. You don't see me, people? You doing all the abominations that you're doing? Sinners, adding sin on sin. And then when he come visit you, you're going to be like, oh, you're going to cry out to him. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, right? Whether it be good or whether it be evil. That's the choice that we have. See, the Most High is a balance. Up, down, in, out, good, evil, right, wrong, tall, short. I mean, everything is a balance, man. That's why he told you, man. The Most High will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So what you gonna do? But that's the Old Testament. Let's go into the New Testament. Because I know a lot of y'all say, oh, that's the old. He come in the volume of the book. My power come in the volume of the book. My Shekel Shai come in the volume of the book. He ain't just one section of the book. Look. In conclusion, 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach Yahushua, who the Most High is allowed to judge under his power, that every one may receive the things done in his body, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. And we know what's good. Romans 7 and 12. The law, the commandment is good and the law is good and holy. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashiach Yahushua. Y'all know nothing about that. Most people don't know about the terror of a Mashiach Yahushua. We persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, the way you're going to think. And the way you're going to take this as you have heard this, to hopefully to change from your sins and from the things that you're doing wrong, and please the Most High and keeping his commandments and his laws. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And with that I say, Shalom Yasharallah, and I'm out.